842, Big 550 KTRS. Cat Neville joins us, always brightens up our day. Feast Magazine. I was trying to make a joke between the Feast Magazine and the eclipse, and I couldn't do it. I said it's so big and so powerful that it blocks out the sun every time it's released to the newsstands.
Sure, we can go with that.
Twisted Tree Steakhouse sponsors Cat Neville with Twisted Tree Steakhouse from the Cyberg family at Watson and Lindbergh on Sunset Hills. Congratulations to Twisted Tree on their one-year anniversary. Business is going strong thanks to the man who's running things over there, Jimmy Christo, good friend of the show, good friend of Feast Magazine. Call them at 314-394-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Cat Neville.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're great.
Good.
Let's first talk about Red Oak.
Yes. So it is a brand new fast casual spot that is downtown, and the address is 1330 Wash Ave. And it is a really cute spot. It's pretty small. In fact, it only has like 44 seats available, and then there's a kind of a patio that seats about 12. And the two co-owners are Derek and Jack, and they're trying to celebrate Midwest cuisine.
Yes.
So, for example, the meatloaf is made with beef from Derek's family farm in Warrenton, Missouri, and they're growing. They have this hydroponic system in the restaurant, and they're growing a lot of their own herbs and lettuces.
Hydroponic, growing your own herbs in downtown St. Louis. There's a story for you.
Brah, it's not legal in Missouri. Anyway.
Yes.
So they do a lot of very kind of veg forward, but it's not vegetarian. So they have a really fun kind of what they call the corn belt salad with like black beans and corn. It's kind of a little fun Tex-Mex take. There's a ton of breakfast items, and they bake their biscuits fresh every day. So if you're in the mood for like a sunny side up egg with some smoked Gouda, it's a great spot, especially if you work downtown or you live downtown. You can stop by and grab it.
Yeah.
They have a lot of sweet things on the menu as well. And in fact, there's this one that is kind of like a play on carrot cake that features bananas and carrot juice and dates. And I just love
That sounds like a
dates.
fantastic smoothie.
Yes.
I don't like dates.
What?
But I like them mixed in with
You
stuff.
love dates. What are you talking about?
Well, we've discussed your dates.
Yes, we have discussed my dates.
Now you
Or
know
lack
what?
thereof.
You need to start dating better men, and you like your dates better.
But no, I don't like eating them plain, but mixed in with stuff. Good.
It is. Well, and maybe you've never had dates that you like. Did
I
I talk about the
like
date
dried fruit.
lady? And as a category?
What's the date lady? You're talking about hydroponic herbs and the date lady. This is digressing right now.
Good morning to everyone. So no, the Date Lady, it's a Springfield, Missouri-based company, and she essentially packages and sells some of the best dates I've ever had. You can find them here in town at Whole Foods.
Wow.
She does date sugar, date syrup, and it's all these natural sweeteners that have a lot of
Date syrup.
Yes, so you can have these sweeteners that aren't like refined sugar.
Are dates
Right.
like prunes, kind of?
Aren't they
Well,
dried
prunes are dried plums.
dried. Okay, what are dates?
I didn't know that.
They're their own type of fruit.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
So
From the date palm.
a prune is
The
a
palm tree.
Okay.
a prune is a dried plum.
Yes.
I love plums, by the I
I do too.
Plums do not get
I love
credit.
plums, but I don't like fruit. Or I don't
This
like
conversation
dates.
has really taken a turn. Happy Wednesday.
Red Oak.
I like plums, but I don't like prunes.
back to Red Oak. I love the
Yes.
fact that they're, and you've talked about this quite a bit, it's the distance the food
Yes.
travels from the farm to the plate.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that we're becoming much more aware of, that when you buy something that is grown on a farm in California, number one, it's picked way early,
Right.
and then there's a lag in time between it gets to your plate and it loses nutrients, and also all of the energy and all the resources that it takes to get it from one place to another. It's just an unsustainable food system. And
Right.
so what we've seen over the past decade or more is that people are really focused on growing things that are close to home. They not only does it taste better because it's picked much closer to the time in which you consume it, it has higher nutrients, and you have less environmental impact on actually getting it from place to place. So at Red Oak, they are working with a number of local farms, but they're also very focused on doing that hydroponic growing in the restaurant itself. So when you go in, you can see the lettuces that are growing, and you can see the herbs and all that kind of stuff. So they'll go and they'll kind of snip it right there to make your salad.
Is so cool. I love that.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see this happening more and more. I think we've talked about the Hamilton Farms vertical farm before. It's over. So they own like Vindicet and 1111. They're working with Charleville Brewing, all this kind of stuff. So we're seeing more urban growing that isn't just in green areas in dirt. It's like you're seeing that people are using indoor spaces to grow these plants in a hydroponic way. And what's really interesting about it, we just did this at the Taste and See last week. What's interesting about it, for example, with the Hamilton Farms, is that they can get exponentially more produce out of a square foot than you can if you're growing flat. Think about it. If you're growing flat, you only have that flat area. But if you're growing vertical, then you have all exactly.
Yeah.
It's really exciting stuff.
There you go. All right, Red Oak on Washington Avenue. Quickly, we're short on time. Katie's Pizza is expanding.
Yes, so they have a brand new location in Town and Country. And Katie is amazing. So the new location is 14173 Clayton Road, Town and Country. You can look forward to the same amazing seasonal Italian cuisine. She hand makes all of her pastas. The pizzas are cooked in a wood-fired oven, and she does really interesting stuff like squidding pastas and pizzas that have potato or have figs or are finished with a drizzle of balsamic vinegar. And, so things are always kind of shifting up. She has a lovely wine list, really great cocktails. And it's one of the reasons why she was actually voted Chef of the Year in Feast Magazine this year. So second location for her. She also has the Vero Pizza and Pasta, which is a family affair with her her mom and also her husband, Ted. And they're just doing some really interesting stuff.
Where's that one?
It is, it's a mail order. So we talked about this before. Remember when I came in? Actually, there's a menu card right over there. But what you can do, it's veropizzaandpasta.com, I believe.
Yeah.
And you can sign up. It's a menu plan where you can get all of these pizza and pasta kits sent to you. And so it's her really amazing.
So smart.
It's wonderful. So if you want to have a pizza party or a pasta party and you just love her cooking, then you can order it up and do it yourself at home with all of her instructions included.
What's going on with Feast Magazine?
We are coming out with the September issue focused on barbecue.
Oh, yes.
It hits, I know, it hits stands this Friday and will be distributed across the state over the weekend. Also, just a heads up, we are sponsoring the Paris of the Plains cocktail event. It is September 7th to the 10th. It's in Kansas City, but it is a regional event. So a lot of folks from St. Louis are going to be there. They have cocktail competitions. They have breakout sessions that are very educational. Paris of the Plains is what Kansas City was called during the Prohibition era because it was a pretty wet city.
Interestingly
during
enough.
Prohibition. Yes.
Interesting.
They like to party.
Speaking of barbecue, give a shout out to Mike Emerson of Pappy's, who loves this segment, listens every week.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Shout out to him.
Love Mike.
I got to get to Pappy's here. I need a fix, so to speak. All right. Kat Neville, feastmagazine.com.